Alrighty. So, a little later of a start here. It is almost 2:30 in the afternoon, so on Saturday. So I didn't even work out on Friday, but that's fine. That is completely fine, because I was exhausted, that's for sure. So I was able to get a little bit of, not rest, because I was still working all day and still had a bunch of stuff to do, but still was pretty good. Ended up not going and working out Thursday night and just took Friday off. I'm probably going to do something very similar to that in the future, just try to figure out some sort of thing and just not work out at all on Fridays, just because it's nice to not do that one day at least. But we'll see how that goes. My days off might be Fridays and Mondays. That's just how my scheduling is landing right now, but I don't know. But I am going to hit legs and arms today. Starting out with arms, going to do some bicep work. Actually, I might do some tricep work first, because I really, really want to try to grow my triceps. So I want to try to use the energy that I got right now and just put it right into the triceps. I'll probably be doing some pushdowns, and then I'll be doing some cable curls after that. So that's the current plan for arms. Legs, we're gonna go back and do the leg press, normal leg press, not the seated leg press, but the kind of lying leg press. I'm not sure what you really call it, but that one. So gonna be laying back. I'm gonna put the foam blocks behind me again, because that was nuts last week. That stretch was crazy. So I'm gonna do that again and really try to get that stretch in there. And I'm not even gonna go up very high in weight. I'm not gonna go crazy with it. Probably only 2 plates on either side, just because it doesn't need to be crazy when you're stretching like that. So hopefully that'll be good. And then right after that, we're going to go into some leg curls, and then that'll be it. That'll be done. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to hit shoulders, back, and then chest. And I think I'm getting very close to my deload week. This week was pretty rough. Not necessarily lifting wise, like I was still doing pretty good on my lifts, but fatigue wise afterwards and throughout the whole week, I've just been drained. I've been trying to stay awake while driving sometimes, where I've just been like, whoa. So I think my body's definitely, like, if I try to do next week, that's when it's going to start really affecting my workouts, because I won't be getting great sleep. I won't be getting the proper amount of recovery for my muscle group. So it's just going to be a complete mess. So I think I'm going to take the deload week next week, just to kind of give myself a little bit of a boost for the week after. And I think what I'm going to do for changing up my schedule, I've been thinking about this a bit, changing up the schedule a little bit and how it will actually change up the schedule a little bit on how to actually go about building the muscle groups that I want, because some of these exercises I'm getting a little bored of, and some of them I just don't like doing, especially the stuff with the bars and squats, bench press, all that kind of stuff. I just am not enjoying using them. So I think I'm going to try to reshape a little bit how I'm doing my workouts there. I've been trying out a few machines here and there, a few different exercises really here and there, just to see what they're like. And I think I'm going to try to start incorporating some of them, because some of them really worked. But I think I'm going to try to keep focusing on those muscle groups that I have been focusing on, but just switch out the exercises a little bit, just to change things up and to mostly just to change things up for my own enjoyment, and then also to promote different types of stimulus to the muscles. So that's the idea right now. That's the idea. Whether or not I'm going to achieve that, I don't know. If I start doing these and I start noticing I'm not really making many gains, well, that means there's something's up with that, and it needs to be rectified. So that's the idea. So, but I'm feeling pretty good about this lift. I'm going to try to go as hard as I can. Got to get myself in the right mental headspace to really attack it hard. And there's a slight issue because I forgot my headphones, so I'm just going to have to go in with no music or anything. I was planning on listening to the new Memphis Mayfire album, but unfortunately I can't do that. So I'm just going to have to either listen to the gym music, if there is any, and if there's not, I'm just going to be in silence. I don't even know, I'm not sure how packed it's going to be in there. May not even be very many people in there at all. So I don't know. We'll see. And I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty full right now. I've ate quite a bit of food in the last few days. It's because excuse me. I was sticking to the diet. Excuse me. My word. For the most part. But on Thursday, had a game. I had a, board game thing. And ate a few snacks. Had some chips and salsa. And then I also had a little bit of dry cereal. When I say a little bit, I mean like a quarter of a box of Frosted Mini Wheats. Kind of, a little bit. Then on Friday, everything was going real well on Friday. I actually missed a meal or two. But the calories were made up, and then some. When we didn't have a whole lot of time to prepare food before company was coming, so we had Taco Bell. Ooh, not a good idea. Then I had some fruit. But I mean, it's fruit. Then today, my daughter and I went to Sam's Club, got some groceries and stuff, and I got a hot dog and a cinnamon pretzel. So, had quite a bit today and the last few days. So I'm feeling pretty full and carved up. So I mean, I'm hoping that this lift is going to be good. Just because I'm just so full at this point. There's quite a few cars here actually. So we'll see how this goes. This might be interesting. But anyway, I'm going to get in there. We're going to see what happens. Oh, man. Alrighty. Pretty good workout. It was busier than I thought it would be. Man, I'm radiating so much heat that my glasses are starting to fog up. They're too close to me. Man, holy cow. So, no posing today because I didn't bring shorts. Just got long pants on. I wasn't gonna drop them right in front of y'all, so no posing for legs today. And they're feeling quite pumped, that's for sure. And then by the time I got done, my arm pump it's gone down quite a bit, but I definitely had one. For some reason, I gotta figure out what's going on with my left bicep. My right one responds really well to those cable curls. The left one, not so much. So I gotta figure out what's going on there and see if I need to change anything there, because it just doesn't seem to work well. So I threw in some extra sets, just single arm curls. I think I didn't record one of my curls as well, just because felt like I didn't need to. I wasn't expecting to do it, but I was just like, I feel like I need more, and I didn't want to move my camera around because there was a lot of people right in that little area. So it was like, okay, keep the same shot or just don't even record it. So I was just like, I'm just not going to record it. So I went with that tactic, and then I just didn't feel as much of my left bicep, so I just threw in some extra just left arm curls. It was all right. It wasn't great, but it was all right. So, I don't know. Might need to figure that one out as well. Oh, man. Definitely not as busy. I mean, not as dead as I was hoping it would be. There was quite a few people, but a lot of them were younger people, so they probably just got up like 2 hours ago. A lot of, I don't know if they're teenagers, but yeah, they're probably teenagers. Late high school, early college aged individuals. So they probably had gotten up not that long ago. Man. Oh. Now I am tired, though. Those leg presses, they feel good. I'm hoping that later I'm going to feel way more stimulated in my quads, but this time I didn't really feel it as much. I'll have to watch the videos to compare to see if I did anything physically different, or if it's just like, it doesn't work as well for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't know. So I'm going to try to figure that out. Continue with them because they feel good. Oh, excuse me. Oh. If I start doing too many leg presses, so if the weight's not heavy enough and I can get up to 15, maybe even 20 rep range, my legs start going numb. So I have to make sure that the weight is a little bit heavier on there, so that way I reach failure sooner before my legs just completely just are like, well, we can't feel anything anymore. So I've got to figure that part out. Oh, man. Yeah, my legs are like tingling now. They're like, we're sitting down, we're going to stay seated. We can't stay seated. I've got to run to the store because I forgot a couple things that I was going to grab when I was grocery shopping earlier. So on my way home, I'm just going to run in Walmart, grab a couple things, and then get back home. Edit this video, post it, all that fun stuff. But yeah, so hamstrings, holy cow. So I felt my hamstrings before on those leg curls and other various hamstring exercises, but not quite like this. This was like, it was a burn and it was heavy. Like, it felt really, really good. I felt like I could probably do just a little, like maybe one more set, but because of how intense it felt, I was like, if I do that, I might not be able to walk tomorrow. Like I might do too much. I'll probably overdo it. So I decided to end it where I did, so that way it wouldn't be as fatiguing, essentially, on my hamstrings. But what I did is I adjusted the seat a little bit, not too much, from what I normally do. I don't even think, I think it was basically the same as I normally do. I'm not sure. But, excuse me, keep you all in suspense. But what I did differently is I normally have my feet shoulder width apart while I'm doing those, and I put them together. This time, they were basically touching, and I felt my hamstrings like nothing I've ever felt before, and it felt great, but it burned like crazy. So definitely that is the way to do it. I don't know if I'm just like, very uninformed, and it's like everyone's like, dude, you know you're supposed to put your feet closer together to do hamstrings. Well, I didn't know that. I felt them wider apart, and obviously if you go too wide, then you're not recruiting as much engagement from them. Oh man, of course there's no parking spaces. But if you have them too close, if you have them too far to get apart, you're not gonna recruit as much fatigue. Sorry, I'm trying to find a parking spot without trying to hit anybody. So I just didn't know that if you put your feet together like that, or I just didn't think about it. I just didn't think, if you put your feet closer together, you're going to really, really feel your hamstrings in this lift. And that's what I did, and that's what I felt. So definitely going to do that again in the future. I think I used just 90 pounds on that too. So that was definitely a good lift there. And it was something I'm definitely going to do again in the future. So, all right. Anyway, this has been a rambling session that didn't need to be as long as it was, but I'm going to call it now. Catch my breath for a second and go inside. My goodness, my windows are fogging up because of just radiating heat. All right, I'm going to go into the store, get my stuff, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.